So what we are doing is we are telling the command line that it's a to-do application which lets you add, delete, or update tasks. Okay, so if you want to add a task, the command is very simple, add. The description is that, this lets you add tasks. After add, you have to give an argument, which is a string input, and which is basically the task that you want to add. The other command is show, like for all the commands that you've added, updated, whatever the list is right now, you can see all the tasks. Update is, as the name suggests, based on the key that you provide, it will update the task. Where will you get the key? How will you get the key from? The show. You run the show command, it will give you a list of the activities. It will be a lot more clearer when I show you. So you can see the key from there and update and delete based on the key. Okay. So also we need to have a config.json file right over here, which will kind of store our task. For example, whenever we are creating a task, uh, it will get updated here. When we delete, it will get deleted from here. When we delete, update, add, everything will be done from here. Okay, so you need to have a config.json. Okay, so let's first of all see this. For example, if I do node index.js-h, so this just means that my command line application at least has been configured properly. It can, these are the commands that I just told you, add, show, update, delete. And for right now, as I showed you that my config.json is completely empty. So if I run the command like node index.js show, so it's an empty region because I don't have any tasks edited. So let me add the first task, which is add. We don't need a task key here because it will be automatically. The add operation is the only operation where we do not need to give it key because it will be automatically generated. We just need to give the task. For example, go for evening walk. Um, yeah, task is successful. How do you know it's successful? You can just see what tasks are there. So task one, go for the evening walk. This is the key that I'm using, and you can see that config.json also got updated automatically. Let's add one more task. Um, Go to bed early. Task is successful, and you can see that config.json got dynamically updated. You could also do the same command, and you can see this. Now the rule for a task key comes in where you want to update or delete a task. Okay, so it's very easy to update or delete when you just provide the task key. Because if you go for a string matching pattern, there are many chances that you encounter errors. There might be some string, multiple string which have those same keywords. So I did not want to over-engineer and overcomplicate my application and introduce a vector search, a similarity search, uh, sort the number of returned tasks and then randomly delete or update. So what I meant was, if at all you want to update or delete tasks, just run the show command. You can see the task keys and just update or delete. For example, let me update it. Okay, so node index.js update. First argument is the task key, so task 2, and let's update it to sleep early. Task is successful, and you can see that got updated. What if I had given a task key that did not exist? Let's give it. Task key does not exist. Please use show command to verify task keys. So right now it's working correctly. Node index dot oops. Yes, let's delete a task. We're not sleeping right now. Let's just delete task 2. You can see it deleted from config.json. The code is fairly simple. It does not depend on many things except for the commander library. Uh, the fs and path modules are internal. I'm using the fs to read and write. I'm using the path module to kind of create the path from where I have to read and write. For example, this file can be anywhere, right? Like it should be under the directory where your project is, but you don't need to give the entire file location. That is just very tedious. So I have used the global variable their dot name, sorry, underscore underscore their name. It's a global variable and just the name. So if you want to do any changes or you want to do give your own name or your own directory, you can just do it here as well. So that's pretty much it. I think I was able to do the assignment as per the tasks. I hope it's a good learning that I'm getting.